guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Jasmine Zakia here, and so today's video is going to be a story time for you guys. So I just figured since prom season has closed and it's ended, that I would kind of end it off with a story time for you guys about my prom. So this story time is going to be about the time my crush asked and took somebody else to prom. So if you guys want to see what happens in the story, please keep... Okay guys, so basically I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a backstory before I get into the real story. So senior year was year 2010 to 2011 was my senior year, right? So at the end of 2010, probably about November, I started talking to this guy named Jerry. Okay, so me and Jerry, we were talking basically from that point for a while. Now when I say talking, I mean, like, you know, we're shooting the breeze, we're surfing the waves, going with the flow, you know what I'm saying? Nothing like too serious, not like exclusive boyfriend and girlfriend, but we were talking to the point where we were calling each other babes and boos and things of that nature, right? Okay. So, fast forward to about March of 2011, or February, I would say, of 2011. Senior ball had just finished, and now everybody's talking about prom. So, you know, it's time to figure out who you going with, what color you wearing, are we taking a party bus, are we taking a limo, prom king and queen, like, prom was just, it was just in the air, right? So, at this time, me and Jerry hadn't really talked too much about prom. I think we've talked about it like once or twice. The first time, it was just, are you going to prom? Yeah, I'm going to prom. Or I can't wait. We're going to have fun. Second time we talked about prom, which should have been my first clue. We were talking about prom on the phone. And he was like, so pretty much, Jazz, I want to take you to prom, but I don't want to take you to prom. And I'm just like, why? Like, what's the issue? And he was like, basically, he was saying, if I feel like if I ask you to prom, you're going to expect what we got going on, like our little relationship, to go to the next level. And I'm not ready for that. Pretty much is what he was saying. So, AKA, I don't want you to get comfortable and think we're boyfriend and girlfriend after I ask you to prom. Which, why would I think that? I don't know. I'm pretty much that person that I need you to say we're boyfriend and girlfriend for me to feel like that. Not for you to ask me to prom. But anyways, that's besides the point. So that was like kind of the last that we talked about prom. And so fast forward a couple of weeks, I wake up one day and I was just in a really good mood. I was just like, you know, my hair was nice. You know, my mom's a beautician, so she had slayed my hair like the day prior. And so, you know, I was looking cute. I had on some leggings and a nice little fitted shirt. You know, when you feeling yourself, you know, seeing you, you're feeling yourself. So I was like, you know, I'm gonna look cute today and I'm gonna have a good day. So I go to school and it's second period. Now during second period, I had to use the restroom. So I left out of my second period class and I was going to the restroom. So when I left second period, I ran into Jerry. Now he was standing on a wall just on his phone. He was just standing there. So I'm like, you know, being the fact that we talk, and I had a big crush on him, I like you kind of thing. I'm like, Jerry, good morning. Go up, give him a hug. You know, on your tippy toe, you wrap your arm around their neck, like, Yeah, gave him one of those hugs. But I had noticed that Jerry was acting a little standoffish. So I was just like, okay, you know, I didn't know what was wrong. So I'm just like, what's wrong? Are you okay? You know, is everything good? And he was like, yeah, I'm cool. I'm just waiting on my mom. She has to drop something off for me real quick. And I was like, okay, for sure. And I was like, well, I gotta use the bathroom. I will see you after second period. And he was like, okay. So I went to the bathroom and then went back to class. After second period, usually Jerry and a few people come up to me and my friends. Well, they didn't do that day. Jerry disappeared. He was nowhere in sight. So I was just like, okay, whatever, no big whip. So time goes on, and this was around this time. I think we were doing California testing. Well, we weren't, but I think California testing was going on. So, you know, during that time, your lunch schedules are usually like mixed up. Well, me and Jerry usually have the same lunch, but on this particular day, Jerry had lunch A and I had lunch B. And so Jerry was at lunch A, and you know, I was in class during that time. So when that lunch was done and class was over and it was like passing period to go to our next class, I noticed that people were kind of like looking at me, kind of like that, look like, ooh girl. And I didn't really like know why, but I wasn't, you know, I'm a nice person, I get along with everybody, so to me I was just like, oh, I don't know what's going on. Then I see my best friend, and she comes up to me and she's like, hey buddy, and I'm like, hey. She's like, how are you? I'm like, I'm good. She was like, you doing okay? And I'm like, yeah. Like, why are you acting weird? She was just like, I just want to make sure you're okay and tell you that I love you and whatever. So not only her, but a few other people were like, we're doing the same thing, until somebody came up to me and was like, Jazz. And I'm like, what's up? They're like, so did you hear that Jerry asked Ella to prom? And I was like, what? They were like, yeah. I'm like, you a lie. You a lie straight from hell. They're like, nah, Jazz, like, Jerry asked Ella to prom. And so I'm like, okay. So I do a little research. And when I say research, I'm saying I went into certain people who I knew had first lunch and was like, what happened, what went down. Apparently, though, some people took pictures and video of him asking her, which I did see. And I was just perturbed. I was just like, I was real irritated. So I'm like, okay. So Jerry asked Ella. So basically, you know, I was in my feelings after I heard that and I found that out. So, you know, I did my little boo-hoo crying. I went home and I was like a little sad puppy about it. And I was like, okay, whatever. So a couple days later, I just sparked an idea. And I was like, okay, let me see what's going on with this other person. Now, I had a friend named Mark, right? So Mark was initially supposed to take Ella to prom. For some reason, Mark never asked Ella. Ella was salty about Mark not asking her. I don't know the story between them two, but he didn't end up asking her. So I was like, Mark, since you're not going and I don't have a date, we should pretty much join forces and go to prom together. So Mark is like, okay, cool, let me ask my mom. And I was like, okay, cool. Now Mark had asked his mom because at this time Mark was a junior. He wasn't a senior like the rest of us. So Mark got the okay from his mom, thankfully, because his mom and my mom are friends. So, you know, they were like, okay, yeah, girl, yeah, our kids are going to prom together, whatever. So they got the okay. So at this time, me and Mark were setting up our prom day plan. So after that, I didn't really talk to Jerry that much. It was just kind of, I don't know, you know, when you standoffish, I'm just like, I'm cool on you, dude. Like, my heart is hurt. I still like you, but dang, you know? So anyways, fast forward to prom day. Fast forward to prom day, me and Mark had like a mini champagne party, like at my house. And we were supposed to meet up at another friend's house, I think at like 3:30, 4 o'clock, so we can meet up, take pictures, and then get on the party bus. So we head over there. Now, mind you, Jerry and Ella are on the same party bus. Yes, because we all ran in the same circles. It was like kind of inevitable that we would end up in the same party bus or limo or whatever. So me and Mark got there first, and we're taking pictures with everybody else. Well, Jerry and Ella hadn't arrived yet, right? So I guess a little later on, Jerry arrived. Ella wasn't with him. So in my mind, you know, I'm just kind of thinking like, where's your date, you know? Because you know I was feeling myself. You already know my hair was laid, my makeup was made, and my dress had slayed, honey. I did not come to play with you hoes. No, I did not. So I was ready for Jerry to see all of this. I'm like, yes, come see how I stunt on your ass. Like that, like, come see how I stunt on you. So Jerry came, and I didn't see his date, and I was just like, whatever. So it was almost time to leave, and Jerry's date still wasn't there. Turns out she was late, so she ended up pulling up, I think maybe a couple of minutes before we had to take off in the party bus. And she, you know, I'm not gonna knock anybody, but she was just wearing some kind of sparkly mermaidy dress or whatever. And yeah, she was just wearing some like sparkly mermaidy dress and what have you not. So we all get on the bus, and so we're having a good time. I was chosen to be the person to bring the prom turn-up list, you know, just because I'm that chick, you know what I'm saying? I got everybody popping. I was like the party girl. So I had the prom CDs popping. So we turn it up on the way to prom and everything, and we stop at Red Robin's to eat. So we go to Red Robin's, we eat, yum, and then we go straight to prom. So, you know, we get to prom, and, you know, it's prom. We having a good time over here. We walk it out. Hey, now walk it out. Duck if you buck, right? Duck if you buck. Hey. We getting it, you know. We just throwing it back for some real ones, you know, up in prom. So, we were having a good time at prom. I don't know if I danced with Jerry. Did I dance with Jerry? I don't remember if I danced with Jerry at prom or not. I danced with a lot of people. I just remember dancing with my friend Jordan. And that's it. Anyways, I don't know if I danced with Jerry or not. But prom was good. So prom is over. It's midnight. It's time to wrap it up. So everybody's going back to the prom bus, right? So then, let me tell you what happened. At this point, I felt that I had been bamboozled by Jerry. He bamboozled me. So we're all on the bus, and it's time to go, right? Again, I was put in charge of the music playlist, so you know on the way to the party, you turn up, right? But on the way home, you gotta slow it down. You gotta put on them slow jams. You gotta play a little Usher, a little Lloyd, a little K Young. You know what I'm saying? A little Pretty Ricky. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm talking about. So I have the slow jams playing, right? So everybody's just, we grooving, having a good time or whatever. And then Jerry's best friend was sitting next to me. We're gonna call his best friend Julio. Julio was sitting next to me on my left side, and obviously my date is on my right side. So Julio taps my shoulder, and I'm like, what's up? And he was like, don't even worry about it, you good. And I'm just like, what? You know, I'm kind of lost in the sauce because I'm just grooving and chatting with my best friend and some other friends, whatever. And I'm just like, okay, cool. My date, Mark, taps me and was like, don't trip, Jazz, like, you're beautiful, like, don't even worry about it. And I was just like, what are you talking about? I was confused because everybody's like, don't trip. So I happened to look over to, not even look over, I happened to look diagonally in front of me, which is where Jerry and his date were. They were like right here, like, diagonal, right? So I had happened to look diagonal, and what do I see? Jerry and Ella are making out. Yes. So, okay, so I look diagonally across. And these niggas are making out. They slob on my knob like corn on the cob, making out. That's not even the killer part. The effed up part is, as they're doing this, Jerry is looking out of his peripheral to see if I'm looking. Are you serious? So, he is looking, trying to see me looking at them kissing. At this point, I was so tired. I was tired. It just felt like a ton of bricks just hit me. Just hit me hard. Just hit me hard. So, pretty much, once we got back to the house where we first loaded the party bus, you know, everybody's trying to figure out where the after party prom turn-ups and things of like that nature. So me and my date get in the car, and I'm like, okay, Mark, like, where are you going? Like, you know, whatever. So Mark was like, okay, just drop me off here. Like, you don't want to stay? Like, you're not trying to chill? And I'm like, nah, bruh. Like, I think I'm going to just go home. So, yes, after that, I was in no mood to sit around and watch this tomfoolery continue. So, what did I do? I took my ass home. Yes, I did. I just went ahead and went home and took off my prom dress and took off my makeup and threw on my scarf, and I got in my bed, y'all. I took a shower and just got in my bed and I did cry a little bit. I did, just a smidgen, just because my feelings were so hurt, y'all. Like, Jerry, let me tell you, if any of you ladies know, in high school, you always have that one guy that just takes you and squeezes you and shakes you for everything that you have. That was Jerry for me. Like, hands down, absolutely. I don't know why it ended up being Jerry. It could have been anybody else, but it was Jerry. And even though Jerry was a really nice guy, though, he was really nice, and he still is a really nice guy, but that was just shady, y'all. It was just shady. The whole situation was shady. And so that's pretty much what happened at prom. I did end up, me and Jerry did continue talking after that, like after the whole prom thing settled down. I did end up talking to him again, and we were talking and everything, and then he later admitted to me that yes, he indeed was trying to make me jealous on that fateful night of prom. So you know it was hot. Just a mess, just a mess. Anyways, that is my story on how my crush asked and took somebody else to prom. I don't know, it wasn't probably that funny to you guys. It's funny to me now, but I don't know. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this story time, please give it a thumbs up. If you guys want to hear more story times, leave me a comment down below telling me that you want to hear more. And if you think the story time was good, still leave me a comment down below. And I will see you guys later. Bye!